Hi, Professor. My name is Karan, and I am solving the second problem of assignment six, homework six. In the second assignment, it's given that if the joint density function of x and y is equal to a, and it is for x square plus y square less than one. So this forms a unit circle. The x square plus y square less than one forms a unit circle area under the unit circle. So for a valid density function to exist, the double derivative of f of joint density function with dx and dy should equal to 1. So the joint density function should equal to 1. Now if we take a now we are taking that x varies from -1 to 1 for dx, and for dy we are taking this strip that is parallel to y, and this value would be from 1 upon minus x square under root, since that is if you take y this side is 1 minus y square, and x would be under root 1 minus x square, and sorry, y square would be 1 minus x square under root, and since it is square, it can have two roots, plus and negative, so we'll have from positive to negative. So that's the limit we have taken, from minus under root 1 minus x square to under root 1 plus x square. Now if we integrate a constant a, we get a ay. Substitute the value of uh, value of these values in y, so we get and since it is from 1 to -1, we get 2 into 1 minus x square, and a constant that is equal to 1. Now we have to integrate this function with respect to dx from limit 1 to -1. So on integrating this a 1 minus x square, we get integral as half under root of 1 minus x square into x plus sine inverse of x between 1 to -1. Now when we put the values of 1 and minus, sign of minus is sine of -1, sine of 1 is pi, and sine of 1 is sine of 1 I'll draw sine graph, so it will be something like this. It would be, yes, sine of 1 would be pi, and sine of -1 would be minus pi. One sec. Oh, sorry. Sine of 1 would be pi by 2, and sine of -1 would be -3 pi by 2. So on inserting the values, we get value of a as 1 by pi. So basically, we get 1 by pi. Now for the expected value ex, now for the so you get a value of a as 1 by pi. Now the second question was what is e of x, the expected value of x. The expected value of x is nothing but x into f of x, integration of x into fx from limits 1 to -1, and here fx is nothing but integrating joint density function with respect to y. So we are taking the limit of, again, as shown in the diagram, we're taking limit of y from -1 upon 1 minus x square to 1 under root 1 upon under root 1 plus x square, and the limits of x from -1 to 1. So differentiating this on integrating this value, we get as you can see here, we get a value of x as 0, the expected value of x as 0. Now since expected value of since now exy is nothing but the expected value of uh, is nothing but x into, yes, one sec. Yes. So this states nothing but expected value of x provided y should occur. But since the expected value of x is 0, so ex upon y would also be 0. And similarly, since exy is 0, the e of big X and big Y would also be 0. Now, since this is a symmetric function, since the function is symmetric, so we can get the same values for expected value of for y. That is, e of y would also be 0. Similarly, ey upon x is also 0, and e greater y and greater x is also 0. So now we have ex as 0, ey as 0. Now ex into ey would be xy into the value of expected value of xy would be xy into joint density function of fxy, and iterating again from the same limit that we have taken earlier, that is y from minus under root 1 minus x square to under root 1 minus x square, and x would be from minus 1 to 1. Again, on integrating this, we get this value, and since this goes to 0, so entire integral goes to 0. So we get the value as 0. Now, since exy is equal to ex into ey, x and y are uncorrelatable. Thank you.